Everyone. So sorry about that. There was a technical difficulty. Hello, everyone. I hope those of y'all I joined, you guys come back in again. Sorry about the technical difficulty. All of a sudden, Facebook just jammed up. So let me give it a couple of minutes. Hello, Henry. Yeah, I hope more of y'all find me. I had to redo the whole post again. Facebook just jammed up. Good to see you. Show me that you're here. Um, give me a reaction. And again, Henry, you're the first one to come. And yes, I see two of you. Thanks, Rachel. I'm glad you found me. This is the first time this has ever happened. I've never had this before where I've just frozen life, but I'm glad that, it happened in the beginning so I could quickly remove the video and start a new one. Yes, I'm going to wait until those people who were joining the previous live come back in. And let me also check that that previous live is deleted properly. Just one moment. All right, Diana, good morning. Thank you for waking up so early because it's also 7. In fact, it's 7:14 a.m. in Singapore and so it is Perth. It's like 1 a.m. in Holland. So, and thank you, Sheena. You are here. Oh, I see 5 viewers and 5 comments, which is fantastic. Guys, give me a reaction so that, more people will be able to join this live as well. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. So, today is a very interesting topic because we're going to talk about all things 5D, why 5D communication is important, and why it is necessary to build this aspect in your connection with your twin flame. But before that, I'm going to talk about the energies, new moon energies, and how the energies have been going, So this new moon has been a very powerful one. A lot of y'all who may have felt stagnant in the past may start to feel a little bit more energized. You feel like something good is going to happen, and you will see changes, things starting to open up, opportunities starting to open up, and we're almost in the middle of the year. So for those of you all who think that, oh my goodness, why has things been so stagnant? Why hasn't my twin flame communicating with me? Why everything has been quite a blur? Now you will see the fog lifting and things changing and everything is starting to pan out the way you have been hoping it will. As usual, I'll be doing channeling towards the end. Again, guys, I've added a tip jar so, to support the work I do so that I can reach more people and use the time to help all of y'all. Would be grateful if you guys can send me a tip. My PayPal link is there. And yes. So now, again, I've got 7 viewers and 7 comments and 2 reactions. What a special number! 772. So tell me, guys, how have you all been doing? Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. I see all my favorite people here. Hi, Geeta. So good to see you as well. And Geeta Moni says hi to everyone. Oh, today is like I think that this timing is a great timing because I see all my favorite people in the chat room. So that's amazing. So, guys, what is your understanding of 5D? Please feel free to share that in the comments before I, start my discourse. Um, all right. First, I will start to explain to you what 5D is about. So, as human beings, we are multi-dimensional human beings, and Earth predominantly has got a 3D vibration. So 3D vibration is not a bad thing. It's just that it can be limiting, and again, it helps you to experience the physical world. And what is the physical world? The physical world is the material world. The rat race, everything that's going on is predominantly 3D. 3D has a spiritual side as well, and usually when you cross over to the spiritual aspect of 3D, that's when your spiritual journey starts. And slowly you move to 4D. 4D is the dimension of thought, what is right, what is wrong. That's where you make the bigger decisions. So I would say 3D is the human body, 4D is the mind, and 5D is the soul. So when you're operating from 5D, you tend to expand a lot more. You are much more alive, you're much more excited. You tend to view every moment in your life as special. Hi, Marif. Marif says good morning to everyone. So today we are talking about all things 5D and why it is necessary to have 5D communication with your twin and how to do it. So before that, I'm going to talk about, as I was talking about 5D and all things 5D. So, as I was saying, all these dimensions are different levels of consciousness, and what you perceive and what you feel. And every dimension has its pros and cons, and every dimension is special as it can be. And what is so beautiful is that when you start living from 5D and beyond, you will notice that you start to enjoy every aspect of life. There is no right or wrong, there is no good or bad, and you will realize that everything builds your soul experience. And yes, Diana, the fifth dimension is beyond the physical, and that's what makes it beautiful. And but the truth is we are beings from there. So earth is different. So for example, when before you come to earth, when you're in the soul world, this is the special experience that you sign up for, which is earth, because earth is you know different. And often it's like watching a movie, and hoping that you're one of the characters. But then when you're in the movie, you totally regret. So that's what happens to a lot of souls who come to Earth, because from up there, it is so enthralling, life, love, the way humans do. Because only on Earth you experience limitedness, Earth like planets. Whereas everywhere else you're an unlimited soul, everything is possible, there is no pain, there is no misery, but only on Earth you experience all these things. And this in itself is super fascinating. And many souls want to experience this. So this is one, and I've talked about this in my other videos as well, why souls choose to come to Earth. So once you start remembering who you are on the soul level, things will start to shift. And when you start adopting that perspective of 5D, you will also notice how things are shifting to something that is so much more. And that's when twin flame communication comes in. So 5D can be telepathic, can be so much more. It could be astral traveling. But what is the basis is when you are in separation with your twin flame, and predominantly here we are talking divine feminines. So predominantly when you are in separation with your divine masculine, this is like your lifeline. But again, because you are in a physical body and you are all things 3D, it's very difficult to believe or adapt to that 5D communication. So you start to doubt it and it becomes really difficult. You think that, oh, this is wishful thinking, this is daydreaming, what I'm experiencing is not true. But actually, it is true. Often they start with you dreaming about your twin, and some things happen when you dream about your twin, and often, you're dreaming about your twin all the time, but only some dreams you remember when you wake up, and there's always some messages and significance to it. So for example, you're having a dream, and you're with your family and your twin is also there, and like, and your twin is making fun of you, so this shows that your twin is missing you, is missing the moments he was with you and your family. He's missing all the laughter, and the jokes, and that harmonious vibration that was present. So he's been reminiscing that a lot, and probably that's what the dream indicates, because not all dreams have direct meaning, so you have to think about it. Oftentimes you forget your dreams, so it is vital to try to remember what you can remember, and then after that try to decipher it. But again, don't overthink it, because overthinking is not going to do you any good. And also, when you start thinking about what is 5D, you will start to receive a lot of downloads and vibrational shifts. I was just looking at the weather outside. It looks like it's going to rain, which is good, because we have been experiencing really warm weather in Singapore. Okay, so I have talked a bit about what is 5D and how is it applicable in your journey. Always remember, every one of you, your journey is unique and it's different. And often it's a twin flame journey itself is the most challenging journey, and adapting to it takes a very long time, because often your twin flame journey starts with you enjoying the honeymoon phase, because that is designed that way, so that you have that kind of feelings with your twin flame. If not, you're going to be like, what, this person has never given me the time of the day. That's it. So initially there is this coming of home feeling, that expansion of your heart chakra, that your entire body shaking in divine vibration. I'm going to look at some questions. Kita, 5D is the life that I like with Eric, where we understand each other. Yes, Moni, thanks. You said it so beautifully. Diana, 5D is beyond the physical. Yes, those dreams are so vivid and real. A little overwhelming at times, but beautiful. Yes, the dreams you have with your twin flame is always very beautiful, and there's so much hidden messages, and it's just amazing. And sometimes you wish, like you dream about your divine masculine more, and there's more to the dream. You never want to wake up, kind of feelings. Um, yes. And then, okay, what else I'm getting is that once you start, having 5D communication with your twin, and you're aware of that communication, you will notice that you are no longer bound by your 3D experience. So I was saying, like, how when you first meet your twin, it's all pleasant, and then the separation phase starts, and everything breaks loose, and that is the beginning of this insane journey. And that's why, having that 5D communication is vital. I also have a very special 5D reading activation. Now I'll post it, in the link here. And for those of you all watching, you will get a 20% discount on my 5D twin flame communicator reading. So check that out. A lot of those people who have bought that reading, healing activation, have seen significant shifts in their 5D communication. So that is something that I highly recommend as well. Okay, so how do you communicate with your twin in 5D? It happens quite naturally, but sometimes, an activator healer helps. What it basically does is it clears off all the blockages and restrictions that is preventing you from having a wholesome communication with your twin flame. And often what happens is that you start having a lot of doubts. So that's what a healing activator does, because it clears it. And that's why I heavily recommend to those of you who want to have, flawless, meaningful communication with your twin. All right, going back, first thing is dreams. Start having a dream journal. Every time you dream about your twin flame, have a dream journal, write out your dream. Initially, they may not make sense, but it's just building your trust in the 5D communication. Secondly, when you notice your mind wandering and thinking about your twin, that is a second sign that you are connecting with your twin in 5D. Thirdly, sometimes you may feel like someone touching your shoulder, or you may feel your divine masculine's energies right there around you. You have to start believing it, because often you are like, no, I'm just imagining, I'm just thinking. So the more belief you put into this, the more real it becomes. And like I always say, even in my previous lives I have shared, the highest form of 5D communication will look like your divine masculine sitting next to you like a hologram. Literally, him being physical as he can be in the version of light, and so it's basically like Star Wars. You are like communicating. Many twin flames wake up feeling they are twin flames energetic presence next to them. That is also 5D. And in order to actually be in 5D and live in 5D, you have to completely let go and surrender. Because often at times, you tend to limit yourself by thinking that, no, I'm not able to, I can't. And because your desire to be with your twin in 3D is so strong that you forget about the 5D, which is as important. Just think about it. Even if you are with your twin flame in 3D, that is just one aspect of your relationship. You need to be multidimensionally united to your twin in order to have the full soul experience. And that's why in a twin flame journey, it quite happens in the reverse. You have to reach a certain vibration before union takes place. And that's why 5D is kind of the game changer. It is it is the missing link between you and your twin flame, because constantly you're trying to communicate in 5D, but you yourself place the blocks. Like I always say, in the past, twin flames were separated due to society related reasons. But in today's day and age, you are the reason for your own separation, because you choose to focus on things that don't matter as much. And in this twin flame journey, it's all about spiritual growth. And it has always been about awakening, self realization, enlightenment, evolution, and what best to experience than being in a twin flame journey? Again, there's this really famous quote: what sages don't know, lovers know. That's exactly what twin flame love is, because it drives you to the edge of insanity and brings you back to life, because you get a glimpse of what divine love is. Often you tend to entangle it with 3D thoughts and 3D meanings, and that's why I'm urging you all to like go beyond and explore the pureness of this divine masculine connection, and how much your DM is actually inspiring you in your day-to-day life. You may notice that there are many changes in your life since you met your twin flame. You're more inspired, you have more drive, you have more patience, you have more courage. You're able to navigate life with so much vigor, which you wouldn't have. So in reality, your divine masculine actually unlocks so many different codes within you, and vice versa. And that's when your spiritual journey kickstarts. So, what happens is that when you first meet your twin flame, your 5D channels tend to open up. It's you who tend to close them up because you're so focused on 3D, which is as important, but not as important in the bigger sphere of things. For those twin flames in union, if you always ask them, like, how is it even possible? How are you in union? It's because they've surrendered to everything. There's this trust and surrender, and they just allow themselves to experience the present, and that's when the true shift happens and the beauty is born. So, as I was talking about, these are some ways you can communicate with your twin flame in 5D. And I know you're probably waiting for me to talk about 5D sex, like what is twin flame 5D sex and things like that. It's basically an explosion of your energies in a divine cosmic dance where you're entangled with one another and you are both experiencing something that is out of this world. So it's no longer about physical lovemaking, it's a union of every single cell and your twin flame into one. And this divine merging is an explosion of love in its finest form. And how to get there, that is going to take a while. For that, you have to take baby steps. First, you need to get your activations done so that you can communicate clearly and confidently with your twin flame in 5D. And when you start doing that, you will see marvelous transformations taking place in your life. And I'm going to post that link to my 5D activator. And a lot of people who have purchased it in the past have had incredible experiences. So, this is one thing I would recommend. It's a healing reading I would absolutely recommend. Again, I do it over live video, so you'll be working with me on that. Another thing is that the third point. So once you start communicating with your twin in 5D, you will start to see the oneness of this universe. You will start to notice marvelous changes in your lives. And that is also another reason why you won't be fascinated or attracted to the attention of any other male out there. You will start to notice that you are with your twin 24/7, and that feeling is so complete. You feel wholesome, you feel full, and it's not obsession. There's a thin line between obsessive thinking and there's also this feeling of yearning. All that, it's not communication with your twin in 5D. Communicating with your twin is in 5D is exactly like communicating with your twin in 3D. The only difference is it's energy. So your twin flame is pure energy. So you can see them like a hologram, just like how you're seeing me. You will literally notice your twin flame like sitting next to you, being with you, sleeping next to you. You'll start to witness all these beautiful things, and a lot of twin flames have experienced this, and it's so beautiful because often the big block for twin flames is that they tend to take this aspect of their twin flame journey very lightly. They only focus on 3D, what my twin is doing, who is he seeing, why is he partying. There's this great level of obsession on what he's up to. Another big obstacle is that fixating on the fact is, why is he this way? So there's a lot of toxic blaming going on there as well. You tend to blame everything on your twin flame. Sometimes, yes, your anger is valid. Your twin flame shouldn't be treating you that way. And sometimes there's a thin line between abuse and real twin flame love. So there's so many things. So the toxicity is so, especially when your divine masculine is expressing that toxic elements of divine masculinity, that's when you have to draw a line and give your DM the space to grow and ascend on his own. And this is the time that you also mirror him and grow and experience evolution on your own. But in this time, this is when your higher selves are headed are willing to communicate and entangle themselves in this wonderment of energies. Guys, I haven't seen a comment at all. So let me know you guys are here. And I hope you are enjoying my life so far. I'm going to take a sip of water before I continue because I know this is an extremely interesting life. Oh, am I? Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm like, oh my God, did everyone leave? Yes. Okay, now we're going to go into what is so beautiful about 5D communication. For those who are experiencing it, you'll tell me that, it is out of this world and you never feel like you're in separation at all. And you will start to feel the presence of your twin all the time in a very healthy, balanced way. And the more you focus on your building your 5D relationship with your twin, you will even start to get guidance and support. Literally, your divine masculine will be advising you, hey, do this, even day to day lives, even work related decisions, everything, your twin flame will be there supporting you more than his 3D self ever would. And that's when, once you build a very healthy and balanced connection with your DM in 5D, that's when the merging happens between the 3D and the 5D bodies. And that is what you call the divine merging. And it's a beautiful marriage of your multidimensional selves. And this is when union happens. And if you notice throughout your journey, one common thing is that you have been going through so much catharsis, so much releasing, uh, dealing with your past lives, dealing with all the negativity, dealing with so many things, you would have noticed that you have grown up so much. Because after the honeymoon phase, you go through the separation phase, and at the beginning of the separation phase, it's all anxiety, it's all nervousness, it's all yearning, it's all self blame, it's so toxic. You tend to exhibit the toxic aspect of your divine feminine. You're obsessed with those YouTube videos where you're constantly looking for collective messages and you're whining and crying and pining and blaming and scolding your twin flame, that you forget that you are never in separation because you're always connected with your twin flame in 5D. He's literally next to you. It's just that what is happening is that his 3D self and 5D self is quite disconnected. So that is when his 5D version will be there for you to guide you through your journey. And the more faith and trust you put into it, miracles start to happen. And what you see here, the holographic version of your twin, is going to manifest into the 3D version of your twin in time to come. So, especially for those who are nearing union, one of the biggest signs is that you will start to notice dreams about your twin flame. You will be dreaming a lot more about him, and in these dreams there will be all this laughter and candor and all those things that you enjoyed when you were together, when you were courting, when you were dating, when you were spending time with one another, and when you are dreaming about your twin, he's also dreaming about you. So that is a big reminder that one aspect of 5D communication is dreaming about one another. So the higher levels of 5D communication is literally, you spending time with your twin all day, every day. He's there as your companion, as your partner. And as I had said, twin flame sex, that's another explosion of joy. In fact, there are another two more lives that I'm going to do. One is dreams about your twin flames, and also what twin flame love making is about. So I think these topics are going to be of great interest, because if I were to talk about them, we are going to go for like 4 or 5 hours today because there's so much to cover. So today I'll just give you a brief on 5D communication and how it's so vital in your journey and why it is important to get yourself started on this. And of course, if you need help, I've got my 5D activator and I'm giving you guys a 20% discount when you're watching this video. I'll post it there as well. And another thing I wanted to also talk about is that I also want to do a series where I am going to take you from the start of your journey to what will get you to union. So if you notice, you are always being supported by God and the universe. You are always being guided, but you choose not to listen to that guidance, or you don't choose to listen to the messages that you're getting from the universe. So often this is when there's a huge gap in your communication with your twin flame in 5D, because you draw all these boundaries. You have so much blame and you have so much anger because you're seeing everything in 3D. And that is why it's so important to shift. It's so important to shift away from that mindset. And of course, everything that you're thinking is valid. Often, as women, we are running on a time clock. We want to have a family, we want to have kids, and everything that you're feeling is valid. But you have to work on all these things. You have to basically become enlightened before you can be with your twin, because that is the purpose of the twin flame journey. With any other connection, you can work together with your soulmate or karmic, whatever it is. But because being in a twin flame connection is the ultimate expression of love, life, and everything, it tends to be hard work. I'm going to look at some comments. Um, Moni, the more time I spend in 5D, I'm starting to walk like him, talk like the nice version of him, and make facial movements like him. It's crazy. Yes, exactly. Moni, thanks for sharing with us that. Yes, sometimes you may even feel crazy, like, what is happening to me? I would have never believed in this stuff, and now I'm like fully immersed in it because it is as real as your 3D experience. So thanks, Moni, for that. Mari, you've been dreaming about him recently. One dream on May 8 or 9. It happened the other day. Not 100% like what happened in the dream. Same setting and surrounding, but better. He shouted at me, "Hoi, it's raining," when he saw me walking in the rain the other day in the parking lot in our organization. I continued walking and shouted back to him, "It's just rain." Oh, you see, there's so much more meaning. Like, it's like your person wants to be present in your life, and that's why some dreams you may feel like it doesn't make sense, but actually there's so much meaning in that dream. See, and again, this dream indicates that your twin is looking after you, is making sure you're being protected, and that's what DMs do. And the more you communicate with your twin flame in 5D, you will notice that DM is like your consciousness, always guiding you, giving you the right advice, helping you survive day-to-day challenges. Basically, he's like um, the person, like your conscience. Your twin flame becomes this strong friend who is there. So of course, you're not going to communicate with him like how I'm speaking with you. You're going to do a lot of telepathy. So this telepathy between you and your twin flame is what's going to strengthen your connection further. Rebecca, mine says he doesn't remember his dreams. Of course, half the time he's bluffing because he's freaked out. So what your okay, I'm going to do another live on what your DM experiences when he's in separation. I think that's a much needed topic. Karen, those are great topics. Sheena, I can't remember the last time I had a dream or remember that I dreamed. Actually, Sheena, thanks for that. You often dream a lot about your twin flame. It's just that you don't remember because sometimes the universe doesn't want you to remember. And sometimes you remember because there's a hidden message in the dream. And when you can consciously communicate with your twin, you don't even need those dreams, because the more you practice communicating with your twin in 5D, in telepathy, you will enjoy the magic of this twin flame journey. And truly, it is magical. Karen, China, I'm the same. I rarely get into the REM sleep, so dreams don't happen often. Um, yeah, it's rough. Karen, it is. I get about 4 hours a night, and that is not a solid 4 hours. Yes, I will definitely do a live about that. I definitely will. In fact, I have, proposed several topics which all I'll be doing. Yes, he is bluffing. You see, I've already started my channeling. I'm going to talk about 10 more minutes about this topic before we move on to our very favorite section, which is live channeling for all of you. Um, Again, oh, you see, every week I'm getting a different group of people because of the times, and this is my way of trying to reach out to as many people as I can. Okay, summarizing all that I've spoken about, what is 5D communication, how to communicate with your twin in 5D, and what are some things that you can do that will help you to strengthen the bond with your twin in 5D, because this is a very important part of your twin flame journey. So that's what I've talked about. I've shared some tips with you. And again, it comes with practice. And again, it's very natural. 5D communication with your twin is one of the most natural things ever. So you can't force yourself to do it either. So activations do help. So you can always get that assistance from me. I'm happy to do that, clear out what needs to be cleared, and guiding you and helping you. So the way I do this reading, healing, and activation is I do a part of it through live videos. So I'll actually assist you after I do the clearing and activations. Then I will teach you how to communicate with your twin in 5D. So that's why I would highly recommend this reading. And also, you can do it yourself. You're 100% capable of doing yourself. Well, but of course, in the 3D world, everything comes with its own challenges. So once you start experiencing the beauty of 5D communication, you will notice how marvelous your life becomes, because you will soon start to not miss your DM as much you have missed him in the past, because he's literally with you all day every day, but in a very healthy, special kind of way. So it's more like your guide, your inspiration, reminding you, hey, you can survive this journey before you see me in 3D again, because I'm always there. I'm already there. It's just that my 3D self is catching up to my multi-dimensional selves. So really, you see, even when I'm talking about it, look at how happy I am, because these things are so special. Karen, this time is great for me in Canada. Yes, I will do that live again. Uh, Moni, yes, a teaching on what the DM experiences when we had separation. Please, I know for sure if you have been intimate, no other can compare ever again. So stay stumped, lol. Yes, I will definitely. Probably next week I'll do that live. And I won't lie, I do set a reminder for these lives. I love, love, love them. The information you share is so helpful in understanding this journey, and it makes it just a little bit easier. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. You guys are so amazing. Pam, that is so helpful to know. Oh, you guys are so wonderful. Really, really. But yes, I just don't want you guys to, feel that you have to suffer, because this twin flame journey is meant to be very pleasurable and enjoyable, and it's not meant for you to suffer. Of course, the dark night of the soul, catharsis, and everything, these are all meant to build you, make you stronger. Only in pain there is growth. But again, why be in perpetual constant pain when you can enjoy so much as well before you get into union with your twin flame? Just think about it. 5D intimacy is out of this world. But of course, you want to experience 3D intimacy as well, because that is what the physical body yearns. But when you allow your mental, spiritual, all these bodies to merge and align in oneness, things will just start to work. And this is the secret of union between twin flames. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Linda says hi to everyone. Rebecca, so 5D communication isn't a hindrance, like a form of cheesing. If you do it from a 3D level, then It is a hindrance and it's a form of chasing. So you have to do it in a state of complete surrender. You can't have expectations, and you have to truly, truly, truly believe that your twin flame is there, because you're so there's a thin line between wishful thinking and telepathy. And telepathy is real because you can be telepathic with anyone and everyone. But twin flame telepathy is a different level. And twin flame communication and experience, it's completely different. And once you start experiencing, you will know what I'm talking about. And also, dreams are the starting point as well. So 5D communication isn't a hindrance at all. In fact, 5D communication is what is going to bring you closer to union, because that is what you're putting out to the universe. That's one thing. And it's because you are truly communicating with your twin flame, and it's really helping his 5D and 3D self to bridge with one another. So that's what's going on. So it is very special, and it is ultimate, and it's wonderful. In fact, the more you do it, the more you will help your twin flame ascend as well. All right, guys, I'm going to, wrap up on our topic for today, and I'm going to. Pam says, I love knowing he's always there. Yes, he's always there. Your twin flame is always next to you 24/7, but you choose not to see him because you're focused on the 3D version of himself. So that's why the merge between your 3D self and his 5D self is so important, because your 5D selves are always merged. All right, I'm going to do some free live channeling now. And of course, I've got a tip jar. So if you guys send some donations, I'll guarantee a reading. And also, it will support all the work I do, because I spend a lot of time, creating content, channeling content, developing all of those. So, you know, please feel free to share a tip. I'll be very grateful for that. And thanks to all of y'all who donated last week. Really appreciate that. Every single thought, it means a lot. My PayPal link is there. So for those of you all who want to share a donation, a tip, you can go to my PayPal and send me something. And I'll be very grateful for that. Guys, get the questions coming in, and I will start doing some live channeling for you guys. Oh, Rachel has a question. Why? So it's the DF who leads the way on this journey because his 3D self is clueless. A certain aspect of that is true, but actually, often the DM is actually a bit more awakened, and I'll talk more about that during another life. And so the DM is like a tough master, you know, and so the DM is actually literally trying to make you become the best version of yourself, for you to move away from patterns of obsession and yearning and neediness. And your DM wishes the best for you. He wants you to live up to your best potential. He wants you to become the, and for that to happen, he needs to leave you stranded on 3D so that you are able to navigate through this journey. So he never means harm for you, because so divine feminines who have this poor impression of your DM, you guys are wrong. Your DM is your ultimate lover, so you will never wish ill or harm on you. He's always there to support you. And that's why the more you notice his actions in 3D, you will notice that everything he does actually makes you become the best version of yourself. And what he's doing to you, he's also doing to himself. So he's also growing. So that's real. Oh, thank you so much, Diana, for what you'd sent. Really appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for your donations. All right. I hope I've answered that question, because that's a really good question. So his 3D self may be clueless because of the gap between his 3D and 5D self, but subconsciously he knows. And he knows that this separation is necessary because the soul growth is so important. And it is so important to let the relationship grow during separation, because if you're in union, you're never going to experience the multi-dimensional aspect of the connection, which is necessary for evolution. When you can experience something like 5D love making, why would you want to limit yourself to just 3D? So that is one of the purposes of separation itself. Okay, so I'm going to start the channeling. Again, thank you so much, Diana, for your kind donation and tip. It really means a lot. So, so Diana's question, are there any messages from Warwick? I wonder if he's closer to coming forward. I know I miss him dearly and wonder if he's struggling with missing me. Okay, it's very, very interesting what Warwick is going through right now. It's he is receiving a lot of activations from the universe, and that is in alignment with so many things that is taking place in his life right now, because he has discovered a lot of things that he previously didn't know, and slowly he is forcing himself to awaken to the connection he shares with you. So I see him yearning and missing you a lot, but in a very healthy way. Like he wants to be there for you, he wants to support you, because all this while he had this impression that you are too good for him and he will never be able to make up to be the man that you deserve. But now he realizes that there's so many ways he can be there for you, and he wants to make that move. And that's why I strongly feel that he's coming closer to you, and he's missing you like crazy. In fact, he is, using so many means and modes of trying to, see what you're up to in your life, and he's starting to feel you more in 5D as well, and that's helping him because he actually has you in his mind a lot. And to him, everything, see, that's the thing, you see, it's so difficult for divine feminines to believe in this 5D stuff, but the DMs are already experiencing this. They actually spend a lot of time with you in 5D, and hence that's why they allow this separation, to happen. So Diana, that is what's taking place. So Warwick actually has a lot of moments that he spends fantasizing you, thinking about you, missing you, yearning you, but then he gets a bit afraid, when he wants to communicate with you. So this time, when he actually communicates, he's going to come in with so much energy and potential. And I feel this time round, Warwick is going to ensure that he is going to become a more supportive companion. So that's what I'm seeing. So I also see a few uh, major blocks that he's still processing. I see a lot of movement in his root chakra. So I feel that he might do something that makes him more lively, so he might find a new job opportunity. So I see a lot of those things coming. So anyway, the messages that I have from Warwick is that please forgive me, I shouldn't have been this way, I've made so many mistakes, but none of it I did because I meant to do it, because I wanted you to live a better life. I wanted you to be with a person who was in the same standard as you, same education level, same career level, because I felt that I was affecting your progress in life, because I want you to be happy. I want you to flourish. But then I realize you are the best with me, and when I'm not around, you tend to go into your cocoon. So I am going to come back, and I love you so much, and I miss you so much, and you are everything to me. So these are the messages for you from Warwick. All right. Ah, I have a lot of requests, so I'm going to do it all one by one. Oh, thanks, Moni, for the donation. So I'm going to channel Moni's Divine Masculine. All right. Eric. Eric always has an explosion of like feelings, and that comes in different levels. There's all these intimate thoughts and all this attraction, and he's always questioning himself about why he feels the way he feels about you. And he gets very excited because he spends a lot of time fantasizing about you. And so that answers your question. Does he feel my telepathy and 5D love and he absolutely does. In fact, he joins you in the space a lot. And often he feels you are not joining him much. So, after today, I hope you further strengthen your communication with Eric because he is really enjoying the 5D love, telepathy, and communication. Anyway, messages from Eric. I admire you so much. You are so beautiful that you will never know how much I admire you from afar. You're just a breath of fresh air. You liven up the room, you liven up the space, you bring so much joy to the people around you. You're just so special and full of light, and sometimes I feel that I have too much darkness and I can never meet you in the same place. And because of this, my 3D self struggles a lot because I'm not able to differentiate what I feel for you and what I feel for the world. Because sometimes all I want is to be stuck in this world just with you. And I mean it in a very, I just want to be with you because I feel so stuck in the real world. I rather be stuck with you in perpetual bliss. And that's why I'm constantly feeling this need to come and communicate with you. And I enjoy our 5D communication so much because you send me so much love, and all your love empowers me. And I am deeply indebted to you because if I hadn't met you, I wouldn't have known what true love is. So, Moni, I love you so much, and you will never know how much I love you. So, Moni, that's the message for you. I also see his heart chakra expanding, so he's going to come and communicate with you soon. So, Henry, what is going on with Patrick, and do you have any messages from him? All right. Patrick is a very serious guy. So Patrick tends to uh, think of the world in ways that is very black and white. That's how he is personality wise. So for him, he likes to take things slow, and he likes to take things, he likes structure. So what I'm sensing is that he wants to really take it slow with you because he doesn't want to get his heart broken. So that's what's going on with him, Henry. He's just taking it slow, and he questions what he feels for you 1,000 times. So, take it slow and enjoy every process of this love because there is so much potential for growth in this connection between you and Patrick. So, I would suggest that, you keep going. And you see, Patrick is the sort that wouldn't profess love so easily. So give him some time, and you will slowly notice the magic in the connection between you both. Murray, if DM and I am planning to meet outside work, should I be honest and open about my feelings, or see first if he will open up again? In 3D, he said he didn't like me anymore and we'll never be in a relationship together. All right, Marif, this is the trick. You don't want to be, open, because that's what happens. A lot of DFs tend to say too much and push their twin flame away, because when you say too much, it shows that you have no boundaries and you don't have healthy boundaries, and also you're very confused, and you need to really raise your vibrations. So what you can do is you can be more matured about what you wish to say. So instead of telling him off, you can be more strategic. You can be like, I respect your time and space, and I know it's difficult, but I'm going to give you all the space you're going to have, and I respect what you have said. And just say thank you so much, and then shift the communication to 5D, because he is going to come back. But also tell him that you will be there for him, that if he ever needs you, and keep it short and sweet. Don't say anything else in 3D, because his 3D self has quite bluntly told you that he's not interested. Again, that is part of the journey as well. A lot of DFs experience this, that rejection. It is part of your soul growth, because without rejection, you wouldn't want to expand or even grow spiritually. So that is kind of necessary. Sheena, do I want to know his thoughts and feelings? Well, you decide, and when I talk to you next, answer that question. Again, thank you so much, guys, for your donations. Always a pleasure. I really see, guys, I really appreciate your tips and donations because it helps me to spend more time, channeling and doing all this for you guys. So, really, really appreciate it. And next, Rebecca would love a higher self message from SW. Okay, SW is clearly focused on his career right now. He's just pushing all his energy so that he can push you out because he sees a lot of you telepathically. And you often think that, am I the only one thinking about him? Actually, he's thinking about you too, hence why you're thinking about each other, Rebecca. So his higher self wants you to know that your love is pure and divine, and that he's always there to support you through everything you go through, whether you are sad or miserable or having a bad day. He's always there to support you. In fact, his 5D self wants you to know that he's there 24/7. It's you who ignores him. So he wants you to work more on establishing a 5D communication with one another. So that is the message for you, Rebecca. I also see some shifts in his root chakra. So that means he is going to make a move, but he's still a bit stagnant in the sacral and solar plexus. So he's lacking a bit of confidence. Linda, any messages from Darren from me? Or Darren just wishes that he was closer to you physically in the physical world, but he literally lives with you telepathically, in the 5D world. He understands and notices how pure the love between you is, and he's in so much awe and wonderment of your communication. And there's not a moment that goes by without him thinking about it, and I feel like he thinks more about you than you do about him. So some messages from him is that, do not give up on me, hang in there, I'll be there. I respect you, I admire you, you are so much to me than you will ever know. Linda, I hope that message, you got the message and it helps. I know messages from Stefan for me. Okay, Stefan has been in a very rocky phase in his life right now. So he is literally, holding back a lot. And I feel that he's taking a break and he's focusing on himself. He wants this space because this is going to enable him to awaken to his potential more. So the messages for you from Stefan is that, I'm here for you, but you have to be here for yourself too, and you have to focus on yourself a lot because I'm focusing on myself a lot, and I hope that mirroring inspires both of us to flourish. So that is the message for you, Ainala. Karen, loved how you explained that. Oh, thanks, Karen. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you so much for this live. We'll watch this again after work. Oh, thank you. These lives are always available, guys, so you can always watch them. I've answered you, Diana. Rachel, beautifully said. You're most welcome, Rachel. Linda, hello, Vaish. Haven't been on here in a month. How are you? I'm good. I haven't seen you in a while, so happy to see you as well. Oh, so wonderful. I'm seeing all my old people coming in because I used to do lives at like 5 and 6 and 7. So, Diana, oh, I'm so moved by this. I'm actually happy crying. Slowly he's getting there. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome, Diana. And thank you so much for the donation you sent. Really, really, really means a lot. Thank you so much again. Moni, wow, what a wonderful channel. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Moni, for your tips and for your donation. It really, really means a lot. Thank you so much again. Mai, can you tell me about Jonathan? Any messages from him? I miss him so much, but he's dating 3D party. I feel like it's over. It is over. Things between the 3D party is not even there. It was actually very non existent. So he was only doing it for the sake of the 3D world. He's also missing you. Jonathan is thinking a lot about you. And lately, he has been reminiscing all those moments that you shared together, old conversations. So that has been in his mind a lot. But he's Sacral chakra is quite blocked, so his sexual expression, his feelings are quite limited. So, in the 3D, you might not notice so much from him because he's keeping it all in. But his 5D self wants you to know that he's coming back. It's just that he needs some time to grow, and he wants to come back a better version of himself to you. I hope that message helps you, Mai. And he is coming back to you. That is the most important thing. Linda, please let me know if you have any messages from my love Rudy, if you have time. Of course, Linda. Anytime for you. Rudy, oh my gosh, my throat. Let me drink some water. I'm only able to do live channeling because I've been a psychic since I was born and for many, many lifetimes. Um, Please let me know. All right. Rudy has been thinking a lot about his future, and you are in his future plans. But yet again, he is struggling from expressing himself. I see a major throat chakra block at this moment. He doesn't want to be so honest because he doesn't want to hurt you. So he's been thinking a lot. So I see a lot of movement in his third chakra. So he's been connecting with the higher energies, with the universe, with God. But the messages I'm getting from Rudy to you is that he admires you. He always finds you so special, and he wants you to be successful and wants you to do so many more things in the 3D world that he wants. And he feels like if he takes a step back and doesn't, be around you in the physical, you'll achieve so much more. So that's the message I'm getting, Linda, for you. But there's so much love, there's so much magic, and I feel like he's going to express himself more in the coming months. So stay tuned for that, Linda, and I hope that message, um, gives you a lot of joy and hope. Marie, duly noted on that. I'll do that. I'll update you. Or definitely update me. Guys, always update me as well. My inbox is always open. You're most welcome, Varif, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Vash, Linda. Oh my God, thank you so much, Vash. That was such an amazing message, and I'm very grateful. Love you, Vash. Oh, love you too, Linda. You're most welcome. Always happy to. Rachel, will DM communicate with me soon? Is he learning his lessons through his 3D world? Thank you. He's definitely learning his lessons through his 3D world. I see so much progress with him lately. I feel like he's spending more time in introspection because he knows that he cannot be stuck forever, and he truly, truly needs to differentiate between what is authentic and what is inauthentic. And that's how his old relationships were. They were all fake. So he knows what he has with you is extremely, extremely unique, and that is what's going to propel him to communicate with you soon, Rachel. So that is the message I'm getting for you. But of course, I do notice a bit of hesitance because he doesn't want to hurt you. So he's kind of like playing it cool, but he is going to communicate with you soon. I see that coming true very quickly. Mai, thank you so much, Vaj. I've been feeling hopeless. With your message, made me feel a bit better. You are amazing. Love you. Oh, thank you so much, Mai. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really, really appreciate this. Guys, if you have enjoyed my channeling, please feel free to leave a tip, or please leave a review on my album. It's all up there, and I really, really appreciate you guys so much. And I'm so happy to do this for you all every week. And I'm so happy to see more of y'all this week as well. Linda, yeah, Def brought me joy. Thank you so much for the message. Extremely grateful. Oh, you're most welcome. Rachel, oh, you're most welcome. Definitely a much better message this week then. Yeah, because he's truly shifting now. Since the new moon, things are a bit more promising. I only channel what's there, so and I'm so happy to share my gift of channeling. And thank you guys for all your support and for tuning into this live. This is an amazing space, and appreciate all your kind tips and donations and reviews. You guys are amazing. Also, for those of y'all are watching this live today, I've given you guys a 20% discount on my 5D channeling. I'm going to share it here in the links so you can have a look at it. I really feel it will be helpful for you guys, especially for those who need like a kickstart in 5D communication. This is a healing activation service I would definitely recommend. And yes, all right, guys. I think a lot of y'all has left as well. I only see five of y'all. I will do a bit of. Oh my! I'm telling my friends about you. Your work and help doesn't go unknown to me and everyone here. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I'm so touched. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. You guys do so much, and I love doing so much for you guys too. And love you all so much. I'm going to do a bit of healing for you, a collective healing. So for about 5 minutes. So if you guys stay on for a while, oh, now I see more people. So you can just join me. And I'm going to do an overall cleansing and clearing and balancing. So stay tuned. Let the energies just come through. Just relax, sit back, and if you close your eyes, you may see different chakras opening up. You may see visions of your twin flame. um, so just stay with me. So this is a special something for those of you who have been struggling a lot with your twin flame journey, and this healing will really help you to feel more relaxed. So for those of you all who are watching this healing at a later time, it still works because healings are multidimensional beyond space and time. So, just let the energies of the healing immerse into your soul, into every bits of your cells, and you will reach a state of complete relaxation. Some of you may see colors, you may see your chakras expanding, some of you may be traveling astrally, multidimensionally. Some of you may have visions, of your future with your twin flame and all the joy that's going to bring you. So get into that space, amplifying the healing, because you guys are all very, very receptive. And for all those who are going to watch in the future as well, you know connect into this space. Oh, thanks, Linda. Always a pleasure to do. That's why I've added this. I actually wanted to do this as like a separate weekly healing, but I thought I would just include it in my life. So you have a one-stop space for everything. I see a lot of activations taking place in your heart chakra. I see a lot of expansion. For those of you all who are tuning in with me with this healing, I notice a lot of bliss and relaxation. So for those of you who may feel that you want to, have a little nap or you want to continue, go ahead as well because this is here. You can rewatch this healing as well. All right, I'm going to wrap up. Thanks, Linda. I hope you all have enjoyed today's healing as well. And Diana, oh, you're so sweet. Diana says it's always lovely listening to all the love from everyone's DMs, and it's always so good to hear what you have to say, Vash. Thank you for everything you do. It does not go noticed. Oh, Diana, thank you so much. And thank you so much for the support, guys. You guys are amazing. And without you all, I wouldn't even be inspired to do these weekly lives. Oh, thank you, Diana. I'm so glad. You guys are so receptive to this healing, and it's such a pleasure doing this channeling and healing and and teaching you about 5D. And there's so I look forward to doing more exciting lives this coming week. So stay tuned. Oh, you're most welcome, Henry, and most welcome, Sheena. Um, Thank you all for joining in today. And thank you for everything. And thank you for all your generosity, kindness, time, your tips. And, you guys are amazing. Oh, Linda. Linda says, thanks. I feel the warmth around my heart. Oh, I feel the warmth too. And you all are so amazing. All right, then. Love you all. And I will see you all next week with. I did propose a few topics today, so I'm going to note them all down. Also, guys, if you have enjoyed today's live, feel free to leave a review. It means a lot, and your tips matter a lot as well. And also, do check out my 5D healing activator. That will help you kickstart on the 5D communication. Also, thank you for all your kindness. I also have the new moon channeling going on for those who have donated, and for those of you all who are participating. That post is still going on, so I'm going to, you know, channel more messages through there. So if you guys want a channeling, you can go to that post and comment there. And yeah, I think I have covered everything I need to cover for this week. Thank you all again for everything. And you guys are special. You guys are amazing. And remember, you guys are the strongest of the strongest. That's why you're even in this journey. And you are awakening. And always remember, even in the movie Lucy, you'll notice one thing: it's only in pain growth happens. And I'm not saying, pain is something that you want to experience, but as a soul, that's what you chose to experience, because this was your way of experiencing life in a different dimension. And from up there, this is what you wanted, and from here, that's what you want. So it's always that way. Oh, Rachel, I did that healing last night. It was incredible. Oh, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure doing the new moon healing for you, Rachel. Diana, for those of you who haven't done the new moon healing with Vaj, I truly highly recommend it. It changed me. Oh, Diana, thank you so much. So sweet of you. Guys, I do this new moon healing every month. So if you're interested, you can reach out to me. I also do full moon healing. So every 2 weeks there's a moon healing, so anyone who wants to join. And again, I do it live. It takes about 40 minutes, and then I do about like 20 minutes of review. So total it takes about 40 minutes to an hour, and I do it one-on-one exclusively for you. So if you guys haven't tried out that healing, do check it out. And it's amazing. And some of you have been regularly doing it like every 2 weeks, and it has transformed your lives. And you know it's one of those healings that I truly recommend as well. So thank you again for your kindness in sharing how this healing is changed you, Diana and Rachel. You guys are so amazing. I can go on talking to you all, but again, Saturday night for many and Sunday morning for many. So you guys have a lot to do. Have a fantastic week. Again, the energies of May they are extremely, extremely promising. There's so much you guys are going to do. There's so much that's going to happen for you all. So Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care and bye bye. If there's anything, feel free to DM me. If you're interested in any of my private services, you can check out my website. You can check out my file. All most of my services are listed there. If you want me to customize you something, you can contact me too. All right, take care. Love you all. Sending you so much love. And thank you all for the love too. Bye bye.